point in time. What we have learned is that a tanker has been targeted by some unknown projectiles. Now, this has taken place near Oman. Now, this is as per UK Maritime Agency. This is the latest update that we are getting for you at this point in time. Srinjoy, tankers continue getting targeted, and another tanker has been struck by unknown projectile near Oman. Can you, give us more details on this one? Any updates?
Yes, it's fairly clear that President rightly said that the Iranians have no navy, the Iranians have no air force, the Iranians have no air defense system. He's absolutely right. But the Iranians still have some missiles and some drones. So it's entirely likely that this tanker has been hit by either a missile or a drone.
Right. Srinjoy, stay on with us. In fact, there's another important update that we are getting for our viewers at this point in time. Tensions are escalating in the Gulf region specifically. Another missile has been intercepted in Abu Dhabi. And what we have learned is that authorities responded to an incident resulting from the fall of a shrapnel in Bani Yas area following the interception of a ballistic missile, which resulted in the death of a person of Pakistani nationality. Now, this is as per Abu Dhabi media office. Let's go back to Srinjoy, who continues to be with us at this point in time. No let up in the tensions, Srinjoy, as far as the Gulf is concerned. Now, authorities have suggested that, because of the fall of shrapnel in Bani Yas area following the interception of ballistic missile, a person died.
Yes, what does this mean? That even if when you intercept a missile, okay, the damage is not going to be huge, but there will be some from the debris, or there can be some from the debris, because it's a big missile, it's been intercepted, it's been hit, so some of the debris of that missile is going to fall on the ground. And if it falls on a car or a house, there's always the possibility of someone being hit. And in this case, you find a citizen, a Pakistani citizen, probably working in Abu Dhabi, who was hit, and he has succumbed to his injuries.
Srinjoy, stay on with us. Another important update that we are getting for our viewers at this point in time, and dramatic visuals we have for our viewers. US Embassy, in fact, was targeted and counter-rocket artillery and mortar system, or CRAM, sprang to life with lethal precision as a fresh drone and rocket attack targeted the US Embassy in Baghdad. This is the latest update that we are getting for you, and just look at the dramatic visuals that we are getting. No damage was reported, but this video that we are showing to you viewers has now gone viral. We have defense expert Shashi Asthana joining us on the broadcast. Good morning, sir. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. On one hand, of course, tensions are escalating. Now we are getting more visuals of how, there was, in fact, an attack. The target was US Embassy in Baghdad. CRAM, which is essentially a land-based variant of the Navy's weapon system, locked onto an incoming projectile. And just look at these visuals, if you can see. If you could just explain to us.
Since I can't see your visuals, but I can certainly say that Iran will continue to target any asset attached with America to impose the cost on America. And what I can make out is that irrespective of the kind of claims which President Trump is making, that everything, that entire capabilities have been obliterated, the fact that Iran is targeting the allies of US indicates that is not the case. They still have a fair amount of residual combat capability and residual military assets in terms of rocket missiles, drones, which can be directed to these countries, and they are still engaging targets. Also, they are still imposing a fair amount of deterrence in Strait of Hormuz. And America, on one side, is claiming that they have obliterated their navy and they have obliterated everything. But then the fact is, they are also looking for help from all the allies, which doesn't go together because that means there are fair amount of residual capabilities which are left with Iran. They have prepared well. They have a whole lot of underground shelters. They are using mountainous terrain to their advantage, and they have been able to preserve a fair amount of equipment which can be used to prolong the war.
As per reports, Major General Asthana, what we have learnt is that 3 drones and 4 rockets, in fact, attacked the embassy with at least 1 drone crashing inside it. So clearly, the U.S. assets continue to be targeted. This time, the target was the embassy in Baghdad. And what does it really tell you about where we are headed?
See, if I have to give you the broader picture is where we are headed is that Iran is going to slowly target all the bases, their assets, their establishments, which are there in Middle East with a clear-cut message that you please go away from here. That's number one. Number two, they also don't want, their long-term aim is that US should think 100 times before attacking Iran again. Because these kinds of threat every 6 months they are attacking, that should not continue forever. And this is a battle of survival. This is what Iran is thinking. As far as America is thinking, they wanted to destroy their facilities and pull out quickly, which has not happened. Now they haven't thought through the kind of contingencies. So now, of course, America is a much bigger power, military power. They have much more combat capabilities. So there is no doubt that they will be able to degrade the Iranian capability to a great extent. But then the fact is, what Iran is going to do is that they will reduce their rate of fire, and whatever missiles and rockets they have, they will start firing sporadic attacks in a manner that they can survive and outlast the patience of United States, which is going to run out after some time, because their domestic audience will not be very happy in the kind of expenditure which is happening and the kind of cost in every term, even the strategic cost which they are paying. So I think all in all, Iran would like to give a big lesson that don't attack me again. As far as America is concerned, they are trying to find a good faith saving in some manner or the other. The problem is that earlier we were thinking that Trump will all of a sudden declare that I have won and pull back. But that is not going to happen, because even after he does that, a few more drone strikes will again bring him back to where he was.
All right, Major General Shashi Asthana, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and explaining to our viewers what's